when I had my young kids, I was struggling. I had a full-time job. I traveled a lot. I had a lot of pressure at home and then at work. And even though I had help, you still have to keep everything kind of moving in the right direction. And at the same time, I felt compelled to start a women's group because I felt so alone. I think, you think the society says you can have it all, you can have it all. But when you're in that all, I was like hanging out with my fingernails. And it really was the basis for my first book, The Working Woman's GPS. And GPS obviously has a lot to do with directions and getting where you are to where you want to go. But I strategically picked GPS because I think it represents goals, purpose, self. And I really took the advice of so many women that I was around that came to my women's group, and I asked them for advice of how do you keep it going? How do you stay relevant at home and at work? How do you keep your marriage going? How do you like yourself? How do you not drive off a cliff like you want to some days? And, I collected all those stories and all those words of advice for women because I feel like, we want to accomplish so many things. It's very difficult to do all at the same time, almost nearly impossible. And so that we have to educate ourselves and the women behind us that you can have what you want in life, but sometimes you have to spread it out, and it's almost impossible to keep everything going at the same time. And I learned that the hard way. And so that was really the basis for my first book because I wanted to share all the lessons I gathered at a time where I was really hanging on. I was crying when I was unloading the dishwasher. I was crying in the drop-off line because not only was I in the wrong role, but I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I thought childbearing in the first 3 years, getting very little sleep was incredibly difficult, and I couldn't believe more women didn't talk about it.